morning, gang. Finding your spot, sitting up on your blanket if you need it, your pillow. I'm just going to read one paragraph, and then so you can close your eyes, and then we'll continue into breathing, chant, and movement. Okay, so this is from The Secret Power of Yoga. Nishla Devi, one of my heroes in the yoga world, how she's taken the books of the Yoga Sutras, the kind of like the guidebook of yoga, the Yoga Sutras, and translated it. And the woman who translated it translates to a feminine perspective. And we used this when I did teacher training, when I taught teacher training a number of times. This was kind of our way to follow the sutras. So within our yoga, or within Kriya Yoga, the part of yoga called Kriya Yoga, where we're taking yoga into action, into the real world, and understanding how on the mat goes into the real world. One of the elements is called Swadhyaya, all right, and that means to the sacred study of the divine scripture through introspection, which is what we do when we notice what we're doing. We notice our thoughts through reading and through nature. Okay, so when we talk about introspection and the spiritual approach, one of the things you can use is a mantra or a japa. Okay, the repetition of a mantra. So I'm just going to read what she says about mantra, and then we'll go into that with our breath. Okay, a mantra is a one-syllable or many-syllable sound that transcends the mind and emotions. If repeated for its vibrational effect, it brings us to a level of swadha, so a level of bliss. Okay, a mantra is like a seed. Its simplicity hides the potential power it holds. Seeing a tiny acorn, it's difficult to imagine the mighty oak tree within. Likewise, though it might not seem like much, the smallest mantra, like Om, or we also use Soham, when repeated with heart, has the power to unite us with our divine nature. Come on, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. So we're going to understand that, and now that we know that, when we're sitting here, lying on your back if sitting's not great, we're going to repeat the Soham mantra just for a minute. Find our center, then Om. So find the vibration of the Om, the energy of the Om, and then we'll move through postures, okay? So sitting tall, everybody. Setting the intention that you want to be present to actually, yes, to connect with that divine nature of ourselves. What a beautiful goal. So finding the inhale. So on your inhale, nice and deep. Exhale to yourself, hum on your exhale. So on your inhale. Hum on your exhale. So we're working into three-part breath. If you start with the belly, repeating the mantra on the inhale and exhale, then as your body wakes up, allow the breath to go deeper, belly and ribs, belly, ribs, and chest. On the inhale, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Just allow your body to expand, allow it to open, find a softness, and find a strength in being present. Connect with your mantra. So hum, I am that, meaning I am the connection of everything, and everything is me. A couple more breaths. Slight smile, smile in your eyes, smile on your face. Releasing the mantra. Hands come to heart center. Sitting up tall again. Wiggle up. Nice and tall. With a smile, coming to Om. Inhale. Beautiful. Opening your eyes to greet each other with namaste. Virtually greet each other. Namaste, everyone. Right, that energy travels through the Wi-Fi. Here we all are. All right, so we're going to move on to all fours. Cat, cow, then child. So I've got kind of our poses grouped together for certain reasons. So cat, cow, child, and then tiger pose. Okay, those are our first three. So finding your lineup of your knees and your hands. Move with your breath. So you just found that three-part breath. Now you're going to just gently, in a familiar pose, move into Ujjayi breath. So it's a little deeper from the back of the throat. Pause anytime you need to find that Ujjayi feeling and sound. And then you're pressing into the tops of your feet. You're working to round the back as much as you can. Working to pull the shoulders back on your inhale. Remember, your breath creates the pose. So can we kind of step outside ourselves? Notice what we're doing here. So I notice the end of my inhale. Then as I start to exhale, I start to move. Okay, they're connected. And the breath, in fact, creates the pose. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, now we're going to go down into child. Your choice, knees together or apart. Exhale. Get right back on your heels if you can. So working hips and low back, right? So we're going to sink into those hip creases. Wiggle down. Okay, wiggle the forehead down. If your forehead doesn't touch, put your hands under your forehead. Arms stretched out. Now, there's no movement here, right? But there's subtle movement with the breath. So inhale, feel the back expand, the low back, feel the ribs, back ribs expand. Feel your abdomen. Exhale, allow yourself to sink deeper into the mat. Ujjayi sounding breath. Okay, we're going to do some side reaching in our child. So you're going to walk your hands over to the left, bend your left arm and put your head on your left hand or wrist or forearm. Reach your right arm over and just take 2 or 3 breaths. So then I'm taking my right hip and trying to reach that down to my foot a little bit more, feeling the deep opening here, real tight in the morning. All the way up through your shoulder, okay? Other side when you're ready. Now transition with your breath. So your inhale takes you over to the center. Find that little pillow for your head. Exhale, stretch and sink down. Your left hip reaches to the heel. 2 more deep breaths here. Good. Find some nice little juicy spots where you're tight. Take 1 final breath. Back to center for tiger pose. So hands to center. Push into your hands to come up. Inhale. All fours. Okay, right arm up, left leg up. Balancing table. Inhale. Tiger, elbow, knee come together. Round the back like cat. Exhale. Inhale, back to balancing table, but with a little bit more lift. Look up. Exhale, round your back, come in. Tuck your chin right in. Inhale. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hand and knee down, exhale, Next breath, other side lifts. Inhale. Exhale, round. Bring the chin in, bring the knee in, bring the elbow in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round it in, squeeze. Inhale, so we strengthening the core and opening the back at the same time, working muscle joint, working the hip joint, working hip strength. Exhale. Let's do one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. And then let's bring hand and knee to the mat. All right, shake your hand out. We're gonna do hovering cat. So that's down dog to hovering cat. You ready? So toes roll under, pick your hips up. Exhale to a bent knee, down dog. Okay, then come forward to the cat position, but your knees hover and the chest lifts. Inhale. And just go back and forth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Strengthen your upper body. Move through the shoulder joints. Now when you go back to your down dog, you can straighten the legs if it feels like that's going to happen. Inhale, opening up the feet. Love opening up the feet. Exhale. Working through the whole spine. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. So kind of building our pose from the base down. Hold your down dog. Open the back line of your body. Wiggle the hips around, wiggle your toes. Okay, then we're going to step forward, everybody, to the front of the mat. We're not going to stay long there, so step forward. Knees are bent, feet are together, hands are to shins. Lift up halfway, half forward fold. Hold it here, so your bum's sticking back, your knees are bent, feet are together. Arms go out for reverse swan dive to come the rest of the way up. Inhale. I'll turn to face you. With your hands up, you're going to take your right foot and bring it behind. Sorry, take your left foot and wrap it behind. So your right foot's in front. Left hand goes down to your side, right arm is still up. Kick your hip out, exhale, 5 breaths, half moon with a twist. Okay, 4, really stick your hip out, push into your arches. 3, 2, so how's the breath working here? So when I exhale, I come over. When I inhale, I kind of come up a little bit. Exhale, stretch it out. Last time this side. Inhale, arm comes up and down to your side. Switch your legs around. So I'm just going to take my back foot, roll it in the front. Okay. So, I went the wrong way. That's okay. Let's stick the other hip out. I got our hips mixed up this morning. All right, let's lift up. Exhale, this still works. Come on over, your other hand's dropping down. Okay, and let's just focus on your ribs opening up here. There you go. Breathe, take 2 more. 1 more. Hand comes up. And let's just give it a little arch the other way. Exhale. Ooh. Inhale. I want to finish off by taking this front foot, bring it behind, take your left arm up, and just finish it off by giving a big stretch again over to the other side. Exhale. Okay, hips are nicely warmed up now. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left leg comes out from behind. Okay, and then stand to face your mat, in front of your mat if you're not already. So we've opened up the side of the hips, we've gone laterally, we've gone through the whole spinal flexion, extension. Now we inhale, take the arms up, stretch, swan dive with knees bent, exhale. Stepping into plank. Now you can lower down, lift up into cobra if you want, or I'm going to cue you straight back to down dog, okay? So if you feel it's just natural, you want to do a little flow there, you go for it. Down dog, everybody. Stretch it out. Right foot to the ceiling, 3-point down dog. We're just going to hold this for a couple breaths. So you can have your left knee bent, okay? Let's try to straighten the right leg and keep your head down between your shoulders. This is hard. You don't want to pitch forward into this kind of weird half plank thing. Get back here in a down dog. And lift your leg up. Lots of strength happening here, everybody. Look at all the fascia, the connective tissue being stretched. Feel that. Woo, maybe it doesn't want to stretch. Let's work it. Breathe into it. Well done, well done. And now we're going to look forward. Step your foot between your hands. Walk your right foot over to the edge of the mat a bit and wiggle your left foot back. We're just going to come up, high lunge, high runner's lunge. Okay, hands on your hips. And we're just going to come up and down a couple times just to keep warming the hips and strengthening the hips. We're going to lower down a little. Your back knee's going to bend. Straighten it out. Okay, find how your body wants to flow here. Exhale. Now if you want a little extra balance challenge, the arms go up and they stay up. Exhale. Okay, one more time. Let's bring some energy to those hips. Okay, and then hands down to the mat. Wonderful, and then you're going to drop your back knee. I'd like you to be in a really long stretch here if you can. So it's going to look different for everybody, but how far back can you get your left leg? Wiggle it. Keeping your right knee over your right ankle. Okay, so your right shin is vertical. And then if your left toes are rolled underneath, let's unravel them. You can put a blanket underneath your knee. Now we're going to hold here, okay? And we're going to find some movement with the front knee. So you can take your right foot, if you can see me, your right foot's going to point out if you want. It's going to give a little more hip opening. You're going to wiggle into it. I'm going to turn around so you can maybe see this a little bit better. So with my right leg, my hands are by my arch. My right leg can fall out to the side. Okay, you can lean forward a little bit. You can eventually come down on left forearm if you want. Take a few breaths. So there's movement, right? There's an inhale that lifts you a little. There's an exhale, you try to get down a little more. I want you to move around how your body will allow you to move here. You can put your pillow underneath your forearms here if you want to move your forearms to the mat. The mat feels too far away, just put the pillow under your put the pillow and put your arms on the pillow. Exhale. One more here. Okay, so my knee is really opening out to the side. And then come on up. Inhale, let's come onto the sole of the foot. So your right foot is flat on the mat, your knee is up. And now we're gonna twist. So you can leave your left knee on the mat. If you feel, left knee needs a little bit of a break, we're gonna bring it up off the mat. You're gonna stay on your left wrist. So if you need to shake it out, shake it out. You're gonna bring your right hand onto your thigh. We're just going to start to twist. Now you can totally leave your back knee down. Okay, we're just going to start to twist. You can leave your hand on your thigh. You can take your hand to the ceiling and start to stretch out the shoulder joint. Okay, take your first finger and thumb and the OK symbol, stretch. Now what's happening with the left hip? The left hip is edging down to the mat as you twist to the right. Really work on it. You can totally keep your hand on your thigh to support you here. So the left hip's rolling down, right hip is kind of moving back. Knee stays upright as much as you can. Take one more breath. Well done. Hand comes down. Woo. So we've been on this right wrist a little bit. So we're going to come back to plank. Then come back to a child, and I just want you to shake out your wrist or move that wrist a bit. So you're going to make a fist, stretch the fingers, make a fist, stretch the fingers. One more time, make a fist, Stretch the fingers, and you're remembering to breathe, right? Through the nose, ujjayi breath. Down dog to 3-point down dog. Okay, I'm going to turn around. So float into your down dog. Fine. Now, if you want to leave out the kicking, bringing your leg to the ceiling, that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to fix my shirt. But let's go. If you're with it, let's go. If you want to follow it, let's bring the left foot up. Stretch it high. Now watch what happens. Your weight will pitch forward a little bit, so your head's in front of your arms. You gotta open those shoulders up. If the hamstring's tight, you're gonna have to bend your right knee to do this and come down between the shoulders with your head. Lift that left leg up as high as it'll go, keeping your hips fairly square here. Whoo! Then high runner's lunge. Look forward, foot between the hands. Okay, take your time. This is a big movement. Okay, slide back. Now, if you get back too far with your right leg, you're not going to have the mobility to move up and down. So just, find this spot here. Hands to thigh. Okay, find your balance. Bend your back knee. And straighten. Hands can be up. Exhale down. Inhale up. There's a straightening to the front knee. Okay, exhale down, and there's a bit of a bending in the back knee. Let's get some energy in those hips before we go in that deep opening. Now pull up through lower abdominals. Strengthen your core. Hands come down for lunge. Okay, so your hands are going to go to the inside of your foot. Your right leg is going to slide back as far as you can go. Okay, keeping your front knee over your ankle. Drop your knee, your right knee. Flatten out your back toes, your right toes. And take your left foot and aim it out. So it's not aiming to the front of your mat, you're angling it out. See what happens to that lovely hip joint. It gets a bit of an opening. You can move your left hip open a little bit with your hand. You can roll on the outside edge of your foot. Woo! And you're breathing, exhaling. Find some opening. Come down on your forearm. You can take your lovely pillow or your blanket. Make a little cushion. Come down. Breathe. I want you to find breath and movement here as you're opening through the range of motion in your hip. It's going to look so different for each person. Breathe into it. Let your head hang. Well done. Coming up for our twist. Okay. Lift up. Right hand's going to stay down on the mat, right under your shoulder. Left hand comes on your thigh. Option, roll your back toes under, pick your knee up. Okay, deeper opening in the hip, you don't have to go there. Start to twist. So as you start to twist, your right hip is dropping down to the mat. Hips and torso twisting to the side. Hand can come to the ceiling. 5 breaths. Jan Mudra, so your first finger, thumb connect. Stretch. I want you to get up out of your bottom wrist. Right hip drops down as you twist. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Exhale, come down. Let's go to down dog just really quickly. Then we're going to go to pigeon. So we're not going to stay here. Exhale, come back. Down dog. Pigeon with the right knee coming forward. Okay, right knee in. Right foot goes out to the side. Right knee drops down. You got that? That was a pretty quick transition. Okay. Beautiful. Then your left leg is going to have to really reach back. Go back with your left leg, back with your left leg. Watch your hip bones. They should aim forward. Okay, you're going to want to twist off to the side a bit here. Hip bones aim forward. Back foot's flat. Inhale, lift the chest. Take a breath. Sit your hips lower if you can. Okay. If your right hip is really elevated, you're going to put your pillow or blanket under your right hip. Come down on your forearms. And breathe. Ujjayi breath is so important here. You want to guide the opening of your muscles with your breath. Soften your eye. You can close your eyes here. Soften your eyes. Soften your jaw. Find that deep breath. You can have your head right down on the mat, your arms forward if you want. Okay, last breath. Then we're going to take the other side. So I just want you to travel through this slowly at your own pace. When you feel ready, with your inhale, you start to lift yourself up onto the hands, lifted heart. No rush. Take a breath when you get there. Find your down dog on an exhale. Wiggle around a little bit. And then float into pigeon on your left side. So plank, left knee comes in. Hover for a brief second. Drop the foot down. Drop the knee down. Big exhale, slide your right leg way back. Now, if you want to kind of extra little bit of assist, you can roll over to your left hip and just bring your left foot back up again a little bit, if you can. Sit up tall. Square your hips off. Feel that right hip coming forward a touch. And then with your breath, just take your time to settle down. Don't be in a rush to get your forearms down on the mat. Breathe through it. Feel the opening in your body. Feel the tight hips. Ooh. First thing in the morning, you're asking a lot of your body. Okay. When you feel ready, the forearms come down. You take some deep breathing here. And you feel ready from there. If you want your head on the mat, arms extended, go there. Breathe. Okay, I'm going to take one more breath here. Alright, then on your inhale, at your own time, on your inhale, start to lift up. Nice long breath. Pause if you need to before you come to your hands. Another breath to lift high. Stretch it out. Feel a whole psoas all in front of you and your hip flexor. Feel that all stretch out on your right side as you lift. Now we're going to roll over to the left hip and come to seated. Okay. Whew. And then we're just going to roll down. And we're going to do half happy baby on our back. So we roll down slowly. Knees come in, feet are on the mat. Knees are pointed to the ceiling. Take a breath here on the mat. Check our time. Oh, look at our time's up already. All right, we're not done yet though, sorry. Right, half happy baby. Right foot into right hand. Left leg stretches out. Take a couple breaths here. Okay, then what we're going to do is cradle this leg, right? Cradle this foot. So the foot's going to come over. It's like you're doing a pigeon upside down, keeping your left leg straight. So you're going to bring the foot over to the left. So my left hand is now in my foot. My right hand is on my right knee. And it's like there's the ground right here on top of me, and I've got pigeon pose here. Okay, I'm working to get the foot down, even cradled a little bit more. Okay, so the shin is coming down to your chest. Ha ha. Okay, roll it around. Okay, now what we're going to do, this is the final piece on this side, and then we'll do the next, and then we'll end. You're going to try to bring your big toe to your forehead. What? Wi-Fi pose. Alright, this is from my teacher Vishva. So we're going to lift the head up to the toe, bring it up there, and hold it. 5, 4, as close as you can. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Exhale. Other side. Half happy baby. Nice. Come around, cradle. Move that around a little bit. Right, bring that shin in as much as you can. Knee out to the side. Wi-Fi pose. Ready? Holding your hand, holding your foot with both hands. Oh, I don't know if my head will come up to the toe on this side. Head to toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Exhale. Whoo. Nice. Knees into the body. Give it a little roll, and then we're going to drop the feet to the mat. We're going to just do a little twist. So you're going to do windshield wipers. So feet are on the mat. Wipe your shins side to side, your knees side to side. Well done. Knees straighten for 2, 3 deep breaths. You're in on your back, legs are out. So not really Shavasana, but just kind of an integration. So inhale deeply, exhale, whew, let it go. Inhale deeply, exhale, let it go. One more time. Well done. Let's bring the knees back in, hands to hamstrings or shins. Rock and roll a couple times. Up to seated. Yeah. All right, that's energizing. Wi-Fi pose. You're never going to forget that now. All right. So hands rub. Hands cup over the eyes, your warm hands. Your eyes rest in your hands. Smile on your face to greet this beautiful day. Gratitude in your heart. Happy open hips. Okay, so coming back to hands to heart center, reminder of the importance of mantra, the importance of chant, right? Connecting us with our divine nature. Okay, and we're sharing that divine nature out with each other and receiving back the gifts. So here we go. Inhale together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. And I honor the place in you of love, of truth, of peace, and of wisdom. And I honor the place in you where when you were in that place and I'm in that place, there's only one of us. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend.